Previously on the Return of Legends. With the shipment of the Keystone secured, the travelers made their way back to Stormfront. As they made camp the night before entering town, they saw a shadow approach. Barry saying to the shadowy figure, "A dark and strange shadow appears, we wonder who walks in the night." The shadow sang back, "A friend of yours that ye all know, the barkeep of the Dragon's Tail." The travellers invited him to join, and drinks were shared. "What are you doing out here?" Farfetch'd asked. "Well, I do have a life, you know," Talbot responded. "Who was watching the inn?" Farfetch'd wanted to know. "I trust my employees." Talbot warned the travellers to be careful on the trail. There had been a couple of ambushes reported near the bridge over the River Pollux. Talbot bid them a fair night and left into the darkness. In Stormfront, the travellers made a crude drawing of the Keystone and showed it to Jarl. Jarl suggested that Talbot might know more of that than he did. Faith reported the incidents at the bridge. Jarl advised them that they might not want to be seen with the stolen cart and horse. It would be reported, and they might want to leave town for a bit. He suggested going up to River's End. The party showed the drawing to Talbot, and hearing Barry's suggestion that it reminded him of tales from the War of the Gates, Talbot concurred. With that, the travellers departed for River's End. River's End is a port town where the Pollux River enters the Great Lake. As the travellers entered the town and headed towards the docks, they heard a commotion. Ghosts were carrying cargo from one of the warehouses out to their ship. The ghosts were walking right across the water. The travellers moved forward. Faith thought something didn't look right about the ghosts and wasn't afraid, and the same for Sir Culain. Curatus approached and felt a wave of fear which passed. Imothra threw a dart ahead of one of the ghosts, which splashed into the water. Hugh swung his maul at one of the chests carried by the ghosts. The huge hammer passed right through it. The ghost pirates finished their plundering, and the ship vanished as it sailed away. The owner of the warehouse arrived, and he showed the travellers where the supplies had been plundered. The travellers made arrangements to stow their cart in the warehouse for the night. Heading to the inn, the travellers heard a voice they recognized singing. Patrons in the inn told them that Talbot had arrived a few nights before. He came to town every now and then and was a favourite among the locals and the sailors. Drinks were shared with the old friend. How had he arrived before the travellers? Well, I walk fast. Checking on the ghosts, the travellers learned that the ghosts had been raiding the warehouse on foggy nights for several weeks. The travellers decided to spend their night on the beach where they could keep an eye on the warehouse and their precious cargo.